Hey, how's it going, y'all? Charlie Kyle here with the first of a new series I'm doing called Album Review. This episode, I'm gonna be reviewing America by 30 Seconds to Mars. The album was released on April 6th, so not too long ago. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I hated having to do this review. I dreaded it so much. Back in middle school, I was obsessed with 30 Seconds to Mars. They were my absolute favorite band of all time, at the time. I had everything in their merch, posters, and pictures. They were all over my room. I wrote their lyrics all over my arms and my schoolwork. I was honestly a mess. Obviously, I've been a big 30 Seconds to Mars fan for a long time. However, this album just tanked. It was their worst album, in my opinion. It felt like the 5-year break they took was just so that Jared could sit in front of a radio listening to Top 40 the entire time. And at the end of it, he wrote an album just reiterating everything he heard. For me, personally, it's too full of autotune and electronics. I realize that bands are allowed to change their sound. I have no problem with that whatsoever, but I'm also allowed to not like the sound. However, there are one or two gems hidden in the rough on this album, so I'm going to dig into it track by track. I am going to try and make these quick, so bear with me. Number 1, Walk on Water.
Take a shot in the face of fear. Fist up in the firing line. Times are changing. Do you believe that you can walk on water?
Personally, I think this is the best song on the album. While I could do without some of the edge on Jared's voice, the rest of the usage for the EDM is fine. I personally think it's a fine amount. It has good lyrics, the video and its concept are really cool. It's just a very fun song. It's a shame the rest of the album couldn't really step up from this song. Number 2, Dangerous Night.
Until we're not talking, I am a man on fire. You, a violent desire. What a dangerous night to...
Good introduction to what the rest of the album's gonna be. Song that has a lot of potential, but was swept up into the influence of crappy top 40 characteristics. Annoying backing vocals, beats, whispered words before a calling out chorus that's meant to almost be like a chant, etc. 3, Rescue Me.
You gotta lose it all if you wanna take control. Sell yourself to save your soul. Rescue me from the demons in my mind. Rescue me.
Lyrics wouldn't be too bad if the music was different. With more guitars and the right chords, it wouldn't be terrible. But the EDM just makes a difficult combination with Jared's voice. Number 4, One Track Mind.
Suicide to surrender. There is a method to the madness.
I've already talked a little about this song. It's a very chill vibe, and I wouldn't mind listening to it while studying, driving, etc. But geez, Jared, come on, you ruined your own amazing vocals with that garbage. Number 5, Monolith. I know this is just a transition song, but to me, it's kind of funny because it sounds like one of those little didgeridoos, but the audio's chopped up in Sony Vegas, put on loop, then some Battle of Helm's Deep-esque dramatic booms come in. Number 6, Love is Madness.
A violent daydream. Love, love.
You are crazy, a perfect liar. Said you'd save me.
This song is madness. Any chemistry Jared and Halsey's voices had is ruined by the loud EDM and backing vocals. It sounds like two robots having a breakup conversation. Number 7, Great Wide Open.
Is this life that we're living? Say the prayers of 1,000 tongues. this love? Some new beginning.
At the beginning, I felt like I was transported onto a different album. This song, in my opinion, is also one of the best on the album, besides Walk on Water. It's pretty much EDM free. Jared's vocals are amazing, and I can see it being greatly performed live, but it's still definitely not one of their best songs. Number 8, Hail to the Victor.
A lot of lust, a bit of pain. Oh, oh, oh. Is everybody out here crazy? Anybody wanna whoa? Everybody out here crazy, crazy. Hail to the victor.
Very dubsteppy chorus. Vocals and verses are pretty good, but the words aren't too bad. But it's just the club salad-y dancey stuff, like Jared went to Coachella way too many times. Number 9, Dawn Will Rise.
Tout doit changer avec le temps. Je dois changer ou mourir.
Comes quickly. I found out the future swiftly. Time runs down.
It starts in French, I believe, which is reminiscent of some of the songs off their album This Is War. Jared's voice sounds like he's a text-to-speech simulator. There's almost no differentiation in the music the entire time, except for a few instances near the end. It's just very, very bland. Number 10, Remedy.
Hey man, where'd you go today? Did you find some place to stay? Far, far, far away, yeah. Hey man, there you go again.
One of the better songs on this album, as it's mostly acoustic, and the lyrics actually sound pretty meaningful. Not much else to say, except it's one of the brighter spots in this album. Number 11, Live Like a Dream.
All of a sudden it was midnight, wild and haunted, and we were running to the sunrise. All we wanted the last night.
Pretty poppy and sugary, like a coffeehouse version of Walk the Moon, and that's not an insult to Walk the Moon. I can see myself having fun on a car ride singing this absent-mindedly, but it's not something I'd keep choosing to hear on my playlist. It's not something I would search out, if that makes sense. Really tries to make use of the crowd chanting aesthetic they try to use so often. Finally, number 12, Rider.
There is a rider on the storm, a silence when I'm going, a violence when I told you, Lord, you miss me.
It's much more standable than the other ones, not as EDM heavy, not as dubstep heavy, and it has a nice sleepy vibe, but lyricism is not its strong. I feel like this album was so hyped, and I really did love a few of the songs on it, especially the video behind Walk on Water, but it just overall did not do well for me. Of course, don't just take my word for it, go and listen and decide for yourself. Well, that's it for now. As always, thanks for tuning in and tuning out the world for a bit. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button down below. If you'd like to follow me and my ravings about my love for music, the link to my Twitter's in the description. And wherever you are, have a great day. And as always, this is Charlie, signing off.